Hey guys, good night everybody. It's Monday night. Are we going to chat just a little bit? Not Wally, not Wally. Yeah, just a little bit. We are going to talk just a little bit. So come on in. Let me put little music. Let me put a little bit of music. Yeah, me just come home and I can't go to my bed without talking to you a little bit. If it's evil for 30, if it's even for 30 minutes, I gotta come here and have a little chat with you. Yeah, just have a little chat. How is everybody doing? How was your Monday? How are you doing, my lovely people? Well, as for me, I am doing great. Yeah, you were with me today when I went where I went. Then I came back. I went to work. So now, me just come home and I'm gonna talk with you all while I eat this little bit of rice. This is rice from yesterday and the rice nice. Mm-hmm. So come, let's start a little bit. Let us talk a little bit about the Bible stories we have read already. Which one is your favorite? Which one intrigued you the most? Which one make you go, huh? Come on, guys. Yeah, that we are gonna talk about. That's what we're gonna talk about tonight for just a few minutes. So, for those of you who have not been listening to the Bible reading, boy, guys, you don't know what you're missing. Trust me. Yeah, y'all don't know what you are missing when you miss out on the Bible study. Oh, let me see. First person coming to the live. The first person who comment on the live, the first person content creator who comment on the live gets a watch hour for the next 12 hours. Actually, the first three people who comment on the live, the first three content creators who comment on the live get watch hours for the rest of the night. I run one device with you for the rest of the night and tomorrow until I come back live. So come on in, guys. Come on in. Don't be afraid. Don't just stay on the sidelines. Come on into the live if you're a content creator. The first three content creators who comment in the live gets watch hours for the next day. So come on, guys. Don't be standing out there looking in because you could be getting watch hours. I have three devices sitting right here, idle, doing nothing. They are idle, they are doing nothing. So come on in and let us talk. I see people coming in, peeping in, and going back. That is always okay. Come on in, guys, and let us talk. Good night, everybody. Everybody who is in the chat. Good night to you all. Thank you all so much for coming. I sincerely appreciate you all. Come on in and let's talk. I don't know if I have yet to find a favorite story, but it seems like the story of all the people in the Bible, they are all very interesting. Very interesting. The story of Moses being born in Egypt and being raised with Pharaoh. Yeah. We see the story of Moses leading the children of Israel all the way to the edge of the promised land, but never getting over there himself. We have read the story of Tamar and Judah. That was an interesting story. That was a very interesting story. Very, very interesting story. And for those of you who have never read the story of Judah and Tamar, it's not too late. You can always read that story. But if you have never read the story and you don't know the story, I could share it with you from what I remember. So Tamar was married to Judah's first son. Hold on. I'm not talking to them anymore. That is not polite. But when you're hungry, courtesy can sometimes go out the door. Trust me. But let me maintain the forum. Okay. So this is the story of Tamar and Judah. Tamar married one of Judah's oldest sons. The son was wicked. God killed him. Tamar is a widow. Judah gives Tamar his second son to marry. Him wicked as well. God killed him. Now Tamar don't have no husband. Who husbanded? But Judah have one more son. He wants to give to Tamar. But the son is too young. So he waits and he says to Tamar, listen, this is what you're going to do. Go back to your father and wait at your father's house until this son gets old enough to marry, and I will give him to you. All right, so Tamar went back to her parents' house. The young man grew up, the young man matured, the young man turned big man. Judah not giving the young man to Tamar. Because remember, while the young man is growing and getting older, Tamar is getting older too. So Judah don't keep his promise to Tamar. He don't give Tamar the son, the last one to marry. Tamar knows that Judah keeps passing by the way where she lives with her parents when he goes up to the hill to go shear his sheep. So when she heard that Judah was going to pass by, she dressed up like a harlot, stood at the roadside. And when Judah was passing by, she, offered him some nookie, And the men of Israel, they don't pass nookie at all. Me yet to see one of them will pass nookie. They don't pass nookie. So she offered him some nookie. Him say, him agree. Him agree to get the nookie. Him say, I go give her one goat. He want to give her one goat for the little nookie where she a give him. That are the exchange, the bargaining. But him not have to go to them because the sharer them gone up the hill with the goats. So she says to him, all right, me not trust you. Why should she trust him? Look from when him tell her say him a go give her the younger son or no he can't give her yet. So she said, well, me not trust you. So you what you gonna do? Leave the piece of something for your head here, so. And the staff, you know how those people wear the thing like the priestly garment with the thing on the head. And the staff, she says to him, leave the signet and the staff with me. And when you send back the goat, I will send the signet and the staff back with the person who bring the goat. So Judah agreed. Him and Tamar did their thing, did their little thing. And him get up, he leave the signet, he leave the staff willingly, and he's gone to go finish sharing sheep. Sharing sheep them up the months pass, Tamar realized that she's pregnant. So the people then bring word to Judah, say, hey, Tamar, your daughter-in-law is pregnant. How Tamar is supposed to be pregnant when Tamar is supposed to be waiting for the third son to marry? She's not supposed to be with nobody else. And since you didn't give her the third son, she's not supposed to be with nobody else. So Judah, he is going to order that Tamar be killed. People them to stone Tamar because Tamar unfaithful. Tamar supposed to wait for him to give her his son to marry, but here she is. She gonna go get pregnant by somebody else. So so here he is ordering for Tamar to be stoned. Lo and behold, when the men go get Tamar, they want to know who she's pregnant for. Tamar says, the person to whom the signet and the staff belong, that is the father of my children. That is the father of my pregnancy. At that time, she didn't know she was having kids. But she says, that is the father, that is the person for whom I'm pregnant. When they brought that to Judah's attention, Judah realized that it is his staff and his signet. So they realized, oh, so now we know that Judah is the one who slept with Tamar and got Tamar pregnant. And Tamar had a pair of twins. For Judah. That to me, I believe is one of my favorite Bible stories, if not my favorite, because it shows how cruel and deceptive we can be, and how we can try to be the first to cast stones when we believe that nobody else knows our deepest, darkest secret. We will try to crucify somebody else for theirs, all because ours remain in the darkness. That's how I find us humans to be. Cruel. Absolutely cruel. So Judah was willing to take the life of Tamar as long as nobody knew that the pregnancy was his. And had she not been smart and said to leave the signet and the staff, she would have been dead. Okay, that's one of my favorite stories. Another story in the Bible that I find to be interesting. Let me see. There are so many stories in the Bible. Just this morning we read about Elijah and Elisha. Y'all remember that story? The story of Elijah the prophet and Elisha. And how Elisha wanted to be like Elijah because he thought so much of Elijah. I thought Elijah was the best thing since sliced bread. He was a good prophet. He was an honest man. He was a fair man, and Elisha wanted so badly to be like him. And when Elijah got the vision that he was going to be taken up into heaven, and he told Elijah he's going to be, he's going to go away from him. He's going to go up into heaven. Um, so Elijah needs to go and leave him alone. Don't get too attached to me because don't get too attached to me because one day I'm just going to be taken up into heaven and I'll be gone, leave you. Elisha says, well, wherever you go, there I will be. I am not leaving you. Elijah says to Elisha, the Lord is sending me to Bethel. Elisha says, I'm coming with you. They went to Bethel. The Lord says to him, I'm sending you to Jericho. He says to Elisha, I'm going to Jericho. You can't come with me. Elisha says, wherever you go, I am coming. And Elisha went with him to Jericho. The Lord says to Elijah, I'm sending you across the river Jordan. Elisha says, I am coming with you across the river Jordan. And he went with Elijah. Elijah uses stick, what they call it, and he smote the water of the river Jordan, part the water, and him and Elisha go across the water. When they went across the river Jordan, a whirlwind came and took up Elijah. But before that whirlwind came, Elijah and Elisha had a conversation in which Elijah asked Elijah to make him have. Elijah asked Elijah what he wanted him to do for him. And Elisha said, I want to be twice as smart as you. I want twice your wisdom. Elijah says to Elisha, if you see me when I am going up, when the whirlwind take me and taking me up, if you see me going up, you will get the wisdom. But if you don't see me, you will not get the wisdom. And as they were going along, the whirlwind came, took up Elijah. And as Elijah was going up in the sky, his mantle fell. Elisha took up the mantle. Okay? And because he was able to see Elijah going up, he got to be twice as smart, twice as much wisdom. And when he was heading back from whence he came, he used the mantle and struck the river Jordan again and was able to walk across the river Jordan. And Elisha did wonderful things because he got all the wisdom that Elijah had. And when the people asked him, where is Elijah? He said, a world will come and take him up in the sky. The people say, hey, what kind of foolishness is he talking about? Whirlwind come. A whirlwind not coming taking up nobody. Maybe a tornado come and pick him up and maybe swing him on a mountain, swing him in a valley somewhere. He said, well, if you all believe so, no go and go look for him. And so the people went, and for 3 days they search until this day. They not find Elijah. Elijah is gone. So the Bible says, Elijah is gone. Okay, that's one story. We haven't finished reading that yet, but that was a very intriguing story. There are lots of other stories in the Bible that are interesting, even though many of them are rooted in cruelty and wickedness. And you know, look when you look at King David, how King David was considered to be one of the most highly rated kings during those times. When the Lord talked about David, he said David did no wrong. The only one wrong David did was what he did to Uriah. And those of you who don't know the story of David and Uriah, in a little synopsis, David stood in his house, looked out, and saw a woman taking a bath. When he looked at the woman, he thought the woman looked very good, curvaceous, thought the woman looked really good taking a bath. He sent to find out who was the woman, and he heard the woman was Bathsheba. The woman was Uriah's wife. He sent to call the woman. He brought the woman to his house and slept with the woman and sent the woman back to her husband. When the woman found out that she's pregnant, his full plan is to slaughter the woman's husband. He sent to call Uriah, that woman's husband. Uriah come. He give Uriah a letter. He want to kill Uriah, because he wants Uriah's wife. You understand? He thinks she looks so good, she's the best thing since sliced bread. So what does he do? He sent call Uriah. And at the same time he sent call Uriah, he wrote a letter, sealed the letter, give Uriah the letter to carry to go give to Joab. Joab was his right hand man to do evil. And he sent Uriah with the letter to give to Joab. And you know what was in the letter? In the letter, David told Joab to put Uriah in the front of their next battle with the Philistines or whoever it is they were fighting. Because all day long they were fighting. Fighting somebody, fighting for your land, fighting for ruling, fighting for power, fighting. And King David told, in the letter, he told Joab to put Uriah in the front of the fight and make sure say Uriah dead. And Joab did as the king commanded. And Uriah was killed in the battle. And David, all out, fully, made Bathsheba his wife. One up. Excuse me. Made her one of his wives. All right. That is one story in the Bible. And all along in the Bible, when you hear it talks about David, that is the only thing so far that I keep hearing. I keep reading in the Bible saying that David did wrong. That's the only thing I keep hearing, that David did wrong was what he did to Uriah. And I know he did a lot more wrong. That wasn't the only wrong that he did, but according to the Bible and what the Lord says, that was the only thing that David did wrong. And David is highly revered in the Bible. Some of the other wrongs that I see David did, I see David carrying silent revenge. Because remember the guy named Shimei? Shimei was the guy who, when David was running away, trying to hide from his son Absalom, because Absalom was going to kill him, where David was running and hiding, and he came to the place where Shimshai was living. I don't remember the name of the place, but Shimei cursed David like a dog, and fling rock stone after him, and carry on, carry on, carry on. And when David was going back to Jerusalem after Absalom's death, he took back Shimei with him. And he didn't take back Shimei because he wanted Shimei to have a different life, a better life for him. He took back Shimei with him because he wanted to make sure that he carried out revenge. He wasn't going to carry the revenge himself. He wasn't going to carry the revenge out himself. But he agreed, because when Balaleel, is that his name? When he said, Official is here. Official, what's up? All right, so Official SP is the first content creator to comment in the chat, so he gets watch hours for the rest of the night. Let me look for Official SP. How are you doing, Official? What's up, my brother? How are you doing? So good to see you. I thank you, my dear. I thank you for your Official 1SP. So Official 1SP will get watch hours on this. It's not a matter of need. I don't care who needs it. I said anybody who comes, any content creator who comes into the live, any content creator who comes into the live, who comments into the live, because I don't usually get to go back to my supporters. I can't get back to everybody. So this is just one way of what is this phone? That phone is not log on. That phone is not logging on. I don't know why. All right, so Yard Foods, Yard Foods, what's up? All right, there comes Yard Foods. Yard Foods. All right, Yard Food, thank you for commenting in the live. Yard Food gets watch hours. I'm watch out everything by Yard Food already. Let me put up on the iPad, because the iPad has a different. The iPad has a different account. So let me put up on the iPad your Yard Foods. I make you get a run for the rest of the night. Oh, in the Yard Food. Yard Food. Okay, let me see a playlist right here. So, all right, I'm gonna run it on this account here. So, all right, Yard Food. That's my gift from me that's your gift from me for tonight, my love. That's my gift from me, your gift from me to you tonight, my sister. How about I give hours instead, and Yard Food I give you what hours? Oh, that is so sweet. Oh, that is so. But he said because I am in a good mood. It's always nice to be in a good mood. It's always nice. I mean, I'm always in a good mood. Sometimes I'm raw. Sometimes I'm raw, cross, I'm miserable. Yes. And that is normal for anybody. I mean, that is normal. You know. But that's a good thing, Official. That's a good thing. You're giving Yard Food so what? Oh, go ahead, man. Yard Food, we take them as eat. Go ahead. We appreciate. Yard Food. You're getting this tonight on my on my other account. Make it go and run. Yeah, you're not gonna see me you're not gonna see me comment. I'm just have the iPad around. The iPad go on run with you. Yeah, me know say you already know and me already know. Say me and you not leaving each other. So therefore, let it keep running. All right. All right. So that is for Sister Yardfood. I appreciate the Yardfood. Yardfood, I was talking about don't bring any official. Official. Oh my gosh, you're not easy. Official. I texted you back today. Oh, me never see a respond. Didn't you see me text you back today? Yeah, so what I was saying. All right, so I can see which is official 1SC's favorite story. So official SP's favorite story was the story about Elisha and the children. So for those of you who don't know that part of the story, let me just give you a little snippet of it. So after Elisha had seen Elijah being taken up into heaven and he had crossed back the river Jordan and was back on his way back to Jerusalem, as he was walking up, Elisha was a very old man. And as he was going along, some children started mocking him and saying, "Go on up, old man, old bald head man." Children do something sometimes, but it is sometimes it is the oldest children are raised. They might start this little mockery from they are small and nobody puts it in check. And so they believe that they should continue with this kind of mockery. And they do. So so as Elijah was going up, the children came out and they were mocking him, calling him an old man and a bald-headed man, etc., etc. And he cursed them. And two she bears, and the two female bears came out of the wilderness and ate the children. I see that is official SP's favorite Bible story. Because the she bear, I don't know why the Bible made choice specific. How did he know there were she bears? You know? Did he spend time to look to make sure there were she bears? So if the two she bears come out, I eat the children. Ah, the Bible have some funny story. The Bible have some really funny story, I tell you. But I was also telling you before official SP distract me with the she bears. I was telling you all how I didn't think that David's sins stopped at Uriah, even though the Bible tends to think so. I think David had more cruelty under his belt. Because remember, I was telling you about Shimei. He brought Shimei back to Jerusalem with him. All right. Joab, who he expected was going to continue to stay by his side, Joab had betrayed him, and also his son Adonijah. His son Adonijah had declared himself king. And so David, he didn't want to slay Adonijah himself. He didn't want to slay Shimei himself. He did not want to slay Joab himself. You understand? But before he died, he told his son Solomon, to whom he was bequeathing the throne. He told Solomon that, now, son, it is in your hands. Your brother Adonijah needs to be removed from the face of the earth, because he will try to overthrow you and he will try to kill you and take over the throne. So you got to get rid of him. Him said, Shimei, I told Shimei he could live in Bethlehem as long as he wants, just that anytime he ever leaves Jerusalem. So he basically took Shimei prisoner, but he didn't prisoner, but not in a prison, if you know what I mean. Because he took Shimei with him, and Shimei thought that, well, David had forgiven him for having cursed him and thrown the stones at him, blah, blah, blah. So he thought when David accepted him gracefully and said, okay, it was okay for him to come with him in Jerusalem. Then he said to him, oh, if you ever, the day that you leave Jerusalem, you shall surely die. The day you go outside these city walls, you shall surely die. That means you never forgave him. And then before he died, he told Solomon to make sure that if Shimei ever left Jerusalem, he should die. And when Shimei heard, it was 3 full years that Shimei was living there 3 full years. Before, when he heard about what was going on in his town, he went there. Something was going on in his town, and he went there and came back. And when he came back, Solomon said to him, did he not know that he should never leave the wall, go outside the walls of Bethlehem? Because if he ever went out there, he's going to be put to death. And he ordered Belial, he was the murderer, to go and take Shimei's life. Joab was the one who David had used to do his dirty work. And because of what Joab had done to him in the case of Absalom, he told Solomon to slay Joab. And Solomon slayed Joab. Remember, Joab had also taken the lives of those 2 men. Amnon, remember when David sent Amnon to go catch back the people going to Samaria? And when Amnon did not return, he sent Joab and the others to go find Amnon. And when he found Amnon, he slew Amnon like a dog in the street. And David was angry because he said Joab had no reason to slay Amnon. He slew an innocent man. Twice Joab did that. And David was pleased. But David would not slay Joab himself. So he told Solomon to slay Joab. He would not slay Adonijah himself, but he told Solomon to slay Adonijah. So David was really conniving. So when the Bible is going to say the only thing David did that was not good in the sight of the Lord was what he did to Uriah. So what he did to the others was okay. Remember, this man right there by the Bible gave them the knowledge. Yeah, good. Nothing in the Bible or nobody give no knowledge. I must reported speech. Because me always hear people say that thing there. Oh, God give people man knowledge to write in the Bible. You all listen to me read the Bible. It is a story. Just like that people come to the start read and tell you what is happening and what is happening and what is happening. Not in that is like extraordinary. It is if those things even happen. Because the amount of people you see in the way I kill bear and I kill lion. What do you think that's strong so? You understand? And I don't know, give up knowledge. It's just a story like me that have one experience and me tell you the experience and you write down the experience I'm teaching about. Hey, you write down the experience I'm teaching about. Because that's the same what the Bible speaks. If it wasn't that way and it was some kind of knowledge, then it would not have any earthly elements to it. If it was supposed to be so supernatural and out of the ordinary. But when you read it, it's like ordinary people doing extraordinary things. You understand? Like these are experiences that are being shared. with us. I mean, I don't know if all of them something they are true because I mean Elijah into the world when you come and take up Elijah into heaven. Me don't know how true that is. Me don't know how true that is. You understand? And there are so many other questionable activities in the Bible. The Bible so far what we have been reading, the Bible will appear killing and mutilating and murdering and burning and all of these things. It is what it is. Joseph, what's up? Joseph, you know something here, you know, Mr. It is even for 1 hour. It is even for 1 hour. Me I sleep here already. Because I know some time. I get up at 4 o'clock this morning. Me get up, me read, me da put some things, clean up some things, put some things back together. And then I go a funeral, me leave funeral. But what time I leave funeral? About 1 something. Me leave funeral. Me drive from home and always go back to work. And it come like them just have put on work away from me. My Lord, my Lord, my Lord. I was so tired. This evening I just tell them to listen, me gone. So me just hurriedly dash out. Because I was so tired. So I said I gotta come here at least for an hour and then lay down, then go get myself together and go to my bed, go lay down sleep. Yeah, hey, yard food. I believe you, you know, my sister. I absolutely believe you, my love. I absolutely believe you because them not sound practical. It not sound humanly possible. It not sound practical at all. Full of a whole heap of exaggeration. Yeah, so most of them are not true. But I guess it was a way to, you know, civilization was just beginning. So it was a way for them to have something to scare the people, to keep the people in check, to establish laws by which the people should live so that they could have a peaceful society. Because you notice they never had no prisons, you know. They not have prison, you know. A straight up slaughter for you no matter what you do, you know. And I like say you have a prison, go spend 1-2 days and come back. I'm not doing that. A straight up rock stone on your head. Straight up. So, I mean, you're sure you can do that and get some rest? Yeah. Come here, I'll be like till 45 minutes. Come here, never be able to brush my teeth and go sleep. If you go sleep 11 o'clock, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hours sleep. 5 hours sleep sound like the real deal to me. Yeah. So in the next minute, I come after the live, go get myself together, go on my bed, go to sleep. See, simple as that. Me get enough rest, man. You know what I'm saying? When the body have to work, you know, even look at the first one for eye and tooth for tooth. Alright. Exactly your tooth. Eye for eye and tooth for tooth. So that is straight up revenge right there. So straight up revenge, the advocate for. Which I believe that there are some instances somebody come take your life, your family member life in a cold blood. I think they should. They should. The right thing for them to do is to forfeit their right to life. So why you didn't do all that before you come on? Let me not just come to there. But just come on. So me just come. I'm warm up in the rice. I'm so hungry. I'm warm up with the rice. I'm just eating the rice. I drink some of the juice I have left over yesterday. And eat piece of the pudding. I'm just saying, I'm come to the live because if you don't do live now, I'm not going to be able to do live again for the rest of the night. And that cannot happen. So I say, I'm going to come to the live. And tell me what them favorite Bible story. Yeah, me not stay on the live till like 12 o'clock, but that means I get like just 4 hours sleep. So at 10:25 now, so at time me come off of the live, but beard and brush my teeth and do all those things. So that 11 o'clock, I can go on my bed and get the little 5 hours sleep. So when you finish, you go right to bed. So, because me end up go beard and sitting, me not go bother come on the live. Me not go bother come on the live. So me have to work the time. All the time is good for me. I mean, I want to drop asleep and you know, Jolie, because I help to drop asleep. I know right now, I want to drop asleep. But when I go bed, I go feel fresh up again. And then me I go just, then me I go just go lay down, cover up my head. Me not even look at the phone because sometimes I lay on the bed and ready to go on my bed, you know, Josie. And pick up the phone and start look on this and start look on that. And before we know it, 30 minutes turn into 1 hour. So me not do that no more. When I go on my bed, me done with the phone, me not look, me not listen, nothing. I'm done with the phone until the phone alarm 4 o'clock in the morning. Until the phone alarm 4 o'clock in the morning. I mean, yeah, we pan. I mean, yeah, we pan, Joseph. Oh my God. Oh my God, Joseph. I mean, I did that wait pan. Oh, that is so sweet. You know, so to them coming like a shipwreck to them, man. So I said the sun did that talk, you know, 80 degrees today, you know. 80 degrees. The sun was hot, man. And then we go and come back and go out work. Yeah, me see that me use up some energy today. Me really use up some energy. Yeah, so I say it's 10:30. 10:30 around there, so we can go beard and stuff. Me think like, you know, take care of my face and tie down my hair and all these things. And then jump in my bed 11 o'clock, shut my eye, and just like that, run me down and go sleep until the morning. Okay, Jojo. Yeah, that's how it is. That's how it is tonight. Because we don't talk about my Bible story them and yard food story and Jojo. Not tomorrow night we stay on here longer because you know tomorrow night then it's gonna be Wednesday morning. So tomorrow night I'm gonna stay for longer. But I have to get the rest tonight or else tomorrow night I'm gonna feel tired. All right, guys. So that's going to be the end of this quick little live tonight. It was a pleasure being here just for the short while. I sincerely appreciate you. And Joseph, me like, oh, you wait for me. About time a man wait for me. It's about time. Anything. Okay, Jojo. Mwah. Anything I say. Okay, my love. Happy wife, happy life. All right. So, Trev, you remember when you was a child, your mother tell you to go to shower. You just wash your foot. Just wash your foot and wet up the rag. Wet up the rag and come in. If you ever come here, I'm going to feel the rag dry and crisp. You go out the door, right back out the door, you go. But I go and back out, they go bed. Lord have mercy. You better go bed and don't make mommy come out there, come pick up the water out of the drum and throw it on you. Lord Jesus, me run down a gully. Run down a gully. What a call. You want a call. You run. Oh my God, I'm going to come and throw the water on you. You run. Official, boy, I tell you, those experiences are the best. And when you get up, you claim say you're going to be here, I don't wash your face. And I want to say, oh, but we know your face to wash. Your face to wash. You don't put no water on your face. You just dig out the matter to your eye. You don't dig out the matter to your eye. I am your whole face still look sleepy. Because you know, see the difference when you wash your face in the morning, your face just bright up. And when you wash your face, it just coming like the whole night. The whole night. 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 12 o'clock over here, so 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, the whole night just spread out for your face, so. And you wonder how your parents know. They know. The water cold. Me said, you water cold, it's cold, mighty God. The water, but you don't want to be it. You don't want to be it for the water too cold. But trust me, you know you have to. You better be it, brother. You better be it. When me catch a bucket of water and throw it on you, and I have no choice after that but to be it. And when you are tremble, I saw you tremble. I saw you tremble. I have to be it. Oh my gosh. Yes, I remember them days though. I remember. But you know now, keep me here so they remember them days. I make me there regular for peace too. And when me, when me have to, when me have to go wash up my possibles and go on my bed, I will see you. And every time I come out on the live, you know, that's the time everybody coming on the live. And if me left myself fearless, but remember, me chat to the chat like me swallow radio. I'm the bedtime fast, and then tomorrow now me a book and chat. I'm not go trick me. Alright, people. Good night, everybody. I will see you all in the morning. Sean, what's up? On the twilight, I don't know what I'll be bed. Sean, what happened there? What's up? What you doing? How you doing? Mr. Sean, me think about you, make the caramel pudding yesterday, you know. Me think about you, me make the caramel pudding, and me say, yo, the caramel pudding bad. Okay. Alright. Sean, me I make one for you when I come down the next week. Okay? You make one caramel pudding for you, one potato pudding, whichever one you want. Just keep your mind. My cousin. I'm gonna make it for you when we come down the next week. Okay? Alright. So that's going to be it for tonight, guys. Thanks to everybody who coming live. Guys, don't hit the like button, please. Official 1SP, youarebomb.com. Have yourself a great night, my brother. Yard food and Jojo and Sharibali, I sincerely appreciate you all and all the silent listeners who stand on the outside and watch. I hope you enjoy the show. Don't let it come into your heart, you know. Yes, Sean, anything for you, family. Anything for you. Alright, guys. So that's going to be it for tonight. I'm going to go to sleep. I will see you all again tomorrow night. Alright? And remember, every time I'm on live, the first three content creators who comment in the chat get watch hours for the night. Alright? Yard food, you are the winner tonight. So guess what? You're over there, so they are running. Let me see how you can show you. So. I want to see yard foods. What you say? I want to look at I want pig. I want pig. How are this? This is when you cut off your hair. This is far away. I think it's the date. Funny. But you have 8 of 57. Yeah? Go and go make the style of the cross, and that me I got to right now. Goodbye, gentle people. Have yourselves a great night. Mwah. Love you all, everybody. Have yourselves a great night, and I will see you all in the morning. Come back and join me at 5 o'clock tomorrow morning when we will continue the reading of 2 Kings. All right, guys? Until then, this is Trev from Trevessence, where your journey matters. Have yourselves a great night, everybody. Good night, guys.